Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is the relationship between attitudes and actual behavior. And researchers have very often been interested in this relationship. How you feel about something, your opinion about something, does that affect how you actually act or behave towards that attitude object? And so one figure in social psychology who has talked about this is, I may mispronounce it, but I believe it's Ajzen. It's Ajzen, and I do apologize. Anytime I think I might be mispronouncing a name, I do feel bad about it. It's one thing about studying all this stuff. You read it over and over again, but you're never quite certain, like, if you're saying it right. All right, so what do we get from Ajzen? I think I'm saying it right. The theory of planned behavior. The theory of planned behavior, and this is used for, specifically it's been applied to predicting health behaviors, but just generally we can apply this to predicting behavior from people's attitudes. All right, so with our attitudes, the behaviors are determined by behavioral intentions. What do you intend to do? I mean, those of us who try to exercise, whether you exercise at a gym or outside or in a treadmill or something like that, when you have to get your exercising in, we often have the intention to get our workout in. Do we always? Not necessarily. So intention does not equal actual behavior, but behavioral intentions are important. And so intentions are determined by three different things. So first, intentions are shaped by your attitude. So like for exercise, do you think exercise is important? Do you like exercise? Because sometimes we do forget. Exercise can be fun. Do you like it? Do you enjoy it? Do you feel like it's valuable and important in life? Right? So your attitude shapes your intentions. Well, if you think it's important, you're more likely to have that intention of, hey, I should do that. Now, we also have a second influence that shapes our intentions, and that's subjective norms. Norms, what do people usually do? All right, the person's perceptions of how others will react to the behavior. So that's things like, well, everybody around me exercises, or nobody around me exercises, why do I have to do it? All right, your perceptions of what is the norm, what is the usual thing that other people are doing. And then third, we have perceived behavioral control. Perceived behavioral control. How much confidence you have that you could actually change your behavior. And it's perceived behavioral control, because sometimes we can be inaccurate. So that's something like, oh, well, I work such a busy schedule, I get home, I'm not going to have time to work out. Or, I just, the gym's going to be so crowded, I'm not going to be able to get on any of the machines. These are your ideas about how much control you have over actually making these things happen that, that are relevant to your intentions. All right. So with this theory of planned behavior, we try to look at all these influences, all of these predictors that ultimately can lead to actual behavior. So these three things, they shape your intentions, and then your intentions contribute to your actual behavior. So there's a lot of steps along the way. And so sometimes when we conduct this research to try to predict actual behavior, we have to look at all of the different components that can be relevant. All right, so think about your own life. Try to think of some examples where there was something that maybe you wanted to do, and think of the reasons that you wanted to do it, and then also, hey, did you do it? Did you actually ask that person out? Did you study for that exam? Why did you study for that exam? Well, what shaped your intentions? Well, you felt like it was important to do well. You felt like your studying was going to have an effect, so you had some perceived control. Yeah, try to break it apart and apply with examples from your own life.